What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shard. I know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Listen, y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. And remember to speak when you walk on in the chat because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X at Shar's Reality number 6. If you aren't following my backup page, go ahead and follow me at Shara's World number 6. Cash App and my email is in the bio section. Remember, this is not a chat for children, so if you're a child, you probably should exit stage left. Now that we got all the accolades out the way, hello and lottie dottie to everybody. What's up, checkmates? What's up? Let's see who's in the chat, because you know y'all got to come in, dry your feet off, wipe your feet off, and get comfortable. B Jackson, what's up, baby? Mama B's in the building. Uh, Catch that. That's cute. Hi, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Miss Linda. How are you? Long time no see. I hope all is well. Peace, love, and prayers. I like that. What's up? Make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. If you are hearing the sound of my voice and you have not hit the like button, go ahead and do so while we're still getting our feet wet before we jump into this amazing content. And share the live so people can know that your girl is over here doing some amazing things and I can stay relevant and active in the algorithm. All right. If you missed the live earlier, or if this is your first time here, all content, or you're going to catch the replay, start at the 2 minute mark. So if you're here and you just want to fast forward past all of the music, it's the 2 minute mark that the content start at. I like for my people to get comfortable, so that's why I don't jump in immediately. Sometimes folks be like, hold on, girl, I had to clock out. I was like, I had to clock out. Austin, Texas. Whoa, I love it. I was just going to say, where is everyone from? I love it. I love it. I had somebody, I think I had the UK here earlier. I had Jamaica in the building earlier. I love it. It allows me to keep going when I see that everybody is just from all over the place, right? And I don't just have one section of people. And let me tell you guys, checkmates, you guys are rocking. And let me tell you why. There was a point in time I could come on here and talk about different content and nobody would view it. I would have like 20 views for real, no talk. Real talk. I would have like 20 views, but you guys have been doing amazing since I've started dropping new content, and you guys have been so supportive, new and old people. So I just want to say thank you for trusting my vision. Like I said, the quickest way to go downhill and get burnt out is to just become repetitive about what you're talking about. It's okay to talk about the topic, but sometimes we get so invested in the topic that we get overbearing with the topic, and then we start thinking we know these folks, child. Then it gets a little personal. So try to stay off that market. If you just rotate your attention to different things, doesn't mean that you can't start, or elaborate or increase where you started at, but God wants to do some amazing things with you. So don't be afraid to step out of your box as a content creator, right? Do this thing fearlessly, right? He wants us to do it fearlessly, and you can do it. Just keep being um intentionally, keep continuously posting, same time, same day, same time every day, and you I'm telling you that will do something for you. So there's some pointers for somebody. I don't know who they was for, child, but they was for somebody. If you missed the live earlier, go back and check it out and hit the like button when you do. Okay, mods, if you are here and you were a mod and I forgot to add you, just when we get off of here, send me a I think I add everybody back, but if I didn't, because I'm only human, go send me a message or just comment after the video because I'm not computer savvy, as I mentioned before. Um, I only know how to add the mods if you comment after the live is over. I don't know how to do it while the live is going on. Just found you a few days ago and I love your realness. Oh, God bless you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope I remain the same. And I'll continue to do what it is that drew you to me the way I'm doing it, right? So let's talk about it, guys. We are 7 minutes into the chat. I want to start at our 10 minute mark. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Forgive me, but you do know my children are getting out of school, so it's always a little extra stuff around this time. But so forgive me in advance if I have to keep pausing. All right, so let's talk about DL Hughley and Monique Child. They've been going at it for a while since Monique made the comment that DL did not believe his own daughter when she said that she was SA'd, right? And they've been Monique said that about DL, right? And they've been going back and forth for that reason. And he says that he's not looking for apology, nor will he accept her apology, and he's not looking to rekindle any type of friendship with her. He's basically done with her, okay? Finite, get somebody else to do it. Bitch, I don't want to do it, okay? And for that, she done called on Daddy and tag you it, Daddy, okay? And her and Daddy got on live on yesterday and addressed DL. Child, her and Daddy is a little bit too much for me, child. I just think that she's a lot. It's okay with your husband, like, being supportive for you and saying, baby, if you need me, I'm right here. But I feel like the way that she depend upon him, it doesn't give her a good look. It's kind of like, ooh, girl, why? You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of energy, and I just can't get with it. But we're gonna listen to a little bit of that live that her and her daddy gave yesterday. We're not gonna listen to the whole thing, but give you guys a feel of what I'm talking about. You guys can listen with me, okay? But when I say that, I was like, girl, what the hell is going on? Who we talking about? What we talking about? What is you and daddy doing out here? You know what I mean? So like I said, I don't think that she is intentionally depending upon him, and I don't think that she thinks that it's a problem, right? I think that she's okay with the way things are going. Okay.
Hey, my sweet babies. Daddy, I need you to. Okay, I'm trying to do. All right, y'all. We here, and we gonna have one on conversation. But y'all know this technology shit, it throws us, right?
Are we doing better because our Stephanie hooked us up and we not at the bottom of the screen, the top, one eye out?
Right. And I gotta say something to my baby. I believe it's kept on stage. Listen, we trying to get the
Wait, let's bypass this stuff.
with balance. Okay.
So they trying to get a bag, basically, okay?
Because that baby's out of down in the. That means they own you. So I want to make sure you babies understand that's get ready to be new to this business, new to the game. When they put something in front of you and say, sign this, if you did not go to school to read contracts or release forms or whatever, that's not what we do. So put it in the hands of somebody that would know what an all perpetuity means. So let me read this, okay? This is from you, Vlad, and we got to talk directly to you because you seem to have a lot to say, but we want to let the community know what you sent to us. Sydney, in the spirit of Monique working things out with Lee Daniels, I would like to extend my hand and work things out with you as well. I apologize for what I said about you. I felt frustrated that other YouTube channels that did interviews with her were allowed to show the interview on their YouTube channels, whereas I was only allowed to have it up for a limited time. But regardless of my personal feelings, this was your business decision, and the way I reacted was unprofessional and immature. I would like to offer her $5,000 for the interview if both of you sign a release form that allows us to keep the interview on our channel like every other channel does. Then he put Sway, Comedy Hype, Breakfast Club, etc.
To which she's never signed a release form for them.
Never. If that number doesn't work for you, I'm open to negotiating. I still feel that this is a very important interview with an Oscar winner that discusses both her professional and personal life, especially at a time when the Oscars are being discussed. Even if you choose not to accept this, I still take responsibility for my actions and hope that we can get past this and work in the future. Congratulations on your family's continued success. Now, that was the email that Vlad sent to us when he saw Lee Daniels do the public apology. Now, you want to read the response?
I will. And just keep in mind, the reason why we're reading this is because the energy that he's giving now has gone back to, I'm a piece of shit, I'm this, I'm that, and all of that. My response to Vlad was, hello, Vlad. First, thank you for the apology. However, if your expression of regret is being made in the spirit of Lee Daniels apologizing to Monique, then remember he did it publicly. That's the same place that you ironically stated the less than flattering things that you did about me. So obviously, in being in alignment with what is right, wouldn't the best place to apologize be publicly? As a man, please know I took no offense to your name calling, as it didn't make any sense that you would have disdain for me listening to our attorney as you listened to your attorney, and I didn't begrudge you. What does hurt my heart, though, is that our community doesn't see that there are no black people who constantly bring white people on their platform to speak negatively about other white people, like you do as a white male interviewer with black people.
Come on.
Your offer of $5,000 means that you missed the point with us, my friend. You see, we are principled individuals that are not moved by money. If spiritually, it doesn't make sense. When Monique says no to a major streaming company's offer of $500K for an hour of work, or no to Tyler Perry, who offered Monique money as his way of saying he was sorry for whatever hurt and pain he caused Monique, but she declined in exchange for a public apology that cost nothing, then why ever would she/we say yes to an interview for $5,000 or more?
Hi, Connie.
My purpose for stating the aforementioned is twofold. One is to say that no amount of money would allow us to do a show with you as long as you are a part of hurting our community.
Say it again. That's cute.
Perpetuating beef. The second is, as a white man who dips into the black culture, it begs the question, why not use your voice and intelligence for the good of the people and speak truth? And speak truth versus trash, even if it may mean going against the powerful. You're a smart cat. Why not use your brains to be a bridge builder as opposed to being a divider of black men and black women? For the benefit of yourself and your family, please remember the universal law of return. What you put out is what you get back in return, and don't you and yours deserve the best instead of setting yourself up for beef? To that end, if you're going to apologize, do it the right way, publicly. Not for me, because I forgive you, but for yourself, being that you and yours deserve the best karmically. And now you see why they say I am so difficult to deal with. Because speaking with people directly without being emotional, disrespectful, or argumentative can be challenging to deal with, especially when it's coming from a black man.
Come on.
All the best to you and yours. Sincerely, Sydney Hicks.
He think he's somebody. Wait, pause. Wait. Pause it. Yo. Wait a minute. Pause. Time out. Flag on the play. This nigga think he's somebody. What is going on here? He talk about sincerely Sydney Hicks. We didn't ask you who the hell you was. And she's sitting there cheering him on, talking about, go ahead, come on. Girl, you better stop cheering this man on for your ass been in the unemployment line again. Okay? I feel like she can say all she want to say and defend herself without him co-signing. I feel like he makes it all that much more worse. That's just my honest opinion. I feel like if he's going to support her in any way, shape, and form, that is okay. Sit on the side off camera and say, baby, if you need me, I am here. But I feel like he overshadows and he likes the attention of the camera. You heard her say, we're trying to get the camera together. You know, we doing this, we doing that. You know, so this might become a thing for them to be addressing things. So let's continue to listen. But baby, he think he's something. Child, if I ask for you, Sydney Daddy. Let's get back to it. Daddy gonna keep her on the sideline. Exactly. Okay. And he's not exactly, Connie. Miss Linda is speaking. Exactly. You ain't no damn body. Let's continue listening to Daddy talk.
When y'all hear that, and then y'all still say, but why? Why talk about it? Let me tell y'all something. And for the babies that's in here right now saying, why? Then get out of here. You know why? Because constantly our community gets beat up and beat down. Constantly. And we're okay with that. We're okay to stand on the sidelines and say, since it ain't happening to me, I ain't going to say nothing. That's not who we are. That's not who we are. And we're going to keep speaking, and we're going to keep speaking loudly, and we're going to keep speaking up. So hopefully the next ones that come won't have to deal with this BS. Won't have to go through this. Hopefully, when Vlad hears these emails,
that, by the way, he gave no response to.
When he hears that, when you hear this, Vlad.
And then she just kicked her chat out. She just said, bye. Y'all, you can't make this show. She said, bye, then get out of here. Well, the first mistake is we all grown folks. We ain't no dang on babies. But listen, to each his own, child, to each his own. I'm just blown away by this, child. Let's finish.
Maybe the next guest you have on your platform, you won't be so readily going after our Black community. You won't be so readily, well, what about this and what about that? And what do you think about this and what do you think about that? And to our people, how many times have we seen white people on Vlad? And I'm not saying there's never been any. I'm not saying that. But how many times have we seen white people on Vlad and Vlad is going against and asking what they think about other white people? Why do we keep taking the bait?
Or how many times have we seen Black people bringing white people on that platform to consistently go against one another? It doesn't happen. So when our brother Damon Dash speaks about culture vultures, in our opinion, this is the epitome of that vulture to our culture.
And to my baby, Michael Blackston, I want to say to you, brother, thanks for not taking the bait. Because I
Hold on, guys.
Michael Blackston, in addition to, there's a Black man named Godfrey out there.
Come on, Daddy.
We called him up because, that's how we do. We call people up together. The same thing you see right here in front of you is what we do.
Okay, Miss Linda. I thought I gave it to you, but that's okay. No worries. When I get off of here, when we get done on the live, if you just comment in the comment section of the video itself, because that's the only way I know how to do it, I'll add you back. No pressure.
And we called him up because of the interview that he did with Vlad. Mm-hmm. And this brother epitomized what manhood is about. Not only did he take accountability and say, you know what, I was wrong, Monique. I've always known you to be solid, and I took that man's side, and I really only did it for likes and follows. And that's on me. But then he went on his platform.
Yes.
And he made a public apology. That's how easy it is when you take accountability.
Yes.
After you've heard the truth. So that's the part of it, taking accountability. So when we see individuals such as Tyler Perry, such as Oprah Winfrey, why would billionaires, especially Tyler, who called Monique difficult to work with, who helped perpetuate this rumor that helped her to get blackballed? You heard Lee Daniels on talking with Don Lemon in reference to it. We know it's true. Our brother Steve Harvey, he said she done burned too many bridges. I can't help anymore. But no one's been able to point specifically to the bridge that she's burned other than what she did here with Vlad, and it's saying no. And for a Black woman and Black women out there, they gaslight you all the time. They want to constantly tell you how unimportant you are. Meanwhile, they need you. They need you.
Thank you, Connie.
Don't give in. Don't be gaslit. Because for Monique to be so irrelevant and unimportant, this man has been talking about that interview for 6 years because of how relevant she actually is.
And I'm going to tell y'all something, too. And it just took me there. You know why I'm going to keep fighting? And you know why I'm going to keep talking? I read Hattie McDaniel's story. I read Eartha Kitt's story. I read Ethel Waters' story. I made it my business to read those stories. And all of them got the same story. And if you don't believe me, go read it for yourself. They all got done dirty. They all got pushed away. They all was told they wasn't shit. They was all told they need to apologize and do this and do that and do this. And those women left here, by themselves. They left here with no money. And they left here knowing that they was fighting for a community that told them to kiss their ass. So for those of you who keep saying, Monique, why are you talking? Because damn it, the little girl that comes behind me, hopefully the story gets different. Maybe 100 years from now, somebody might want to say something about Monique. I hope that little girl knows, God damn it, don't give up. Don't let people talk shit on you. Don't be unafraid to keep standing. Be unafraid to keep standing. I'm so sick of reading them stories, and all of them left here. They left here. Nell Carter.
Connie ain't playing with Monique.
All of them left, feeling like they wasn't enough, mistreated, mishandled.
And if they do that to a woman who has won the awards, who is the first Black female comedian to have a sitcom to go into syndication in the last 5 years, to do what it is that she's done, what are they going to do to you at your job when nobody knows your name, nobody knows your plight? People are afraid to stand up because you're just a Black woman. That's all. And Black men, we got to understand this. Let us stop demeaning and going against our Black women and then ponder why we get mistreated. What are we going to get treated like if we condemn and put down the very woman, the Black woman, that birthed us into existence?
And for the Black women, let me be clear.
I'm going to end it after this, guys.
Because I see some of your comments.
Goddamn, you can see that?
Baby daddy, because it's right there.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
When I see your comments and y'all are saying, why is he speaking?
Here she go.
That tells me a lot. That tells me either, number one, you don't have a man at all, or number two, you don't trust that man that you have. So if y'all want to know why he keeps speaking, because he's supposed to.
No, he's not.
That's what kings do.
He's not a
So
king. He ain't
got
Jesus.
anything to say about it, you've never experienced a king, because when a king is talking, I don't need to talk. He's speaking on what needs to be spoken on.
Wait, pause, time out. When a king is talking, I'm not supposed to speak. Now, see, that's the bullshit that you're too old for, okay? First of all, he's not a king, he's just man. I know we all be like, oh, he's my king and I'm his queen. I know, that's some stuff that we said. But with that being said, he's not your king. And a lot of times when you give them that type of leverage to say, oh, okay, when you talk, daddy, I'm going to be quiet. You become that little girl that you keep fighting on the inner portion. And he will always continue to yoke your ass up by your counter and say, little girl, come here. You don't speak when I'm speaking because you keep allowing him this type of control over top of you. And the reason why they're saying why he keeps speaking, because we're talking to women of substance, right? Women that has their own identity and women that knows exactly who they are. So you shouldn't really give no type of, oh, you saying that because you don't know who you are. You're not in agreement with that because you are clearly codependent on this man to make decisions for you. You're codependent on this man to even think for you. That's why you're sitting there and you bigging him up. And you can see the posture. If you guys go look at this interview, you can see the posture. She's like all over him and throwing herself all over him. And then when it comes to her, he's just sitting there like, yes, cater to your king. Girl, you better wake the hell up. You too old to be stupid. I done threw your ass over there in the bucket with Nene Leaks, okay? Because she too old to be stupid as well. Y'all got to do something different with y'all time behind catering behind these men. I heard of you catering to your man that's a good man, but y'all take this to another level. Y'all make it bad for people to support their man because you're not supposed to give up your voice of reasoning because your man is a good man. Who does that? No, he's supposed to shut the hell up. This was before his time, and nobody should be even writing him anyway. They just doing that just because they know that you can't have a conversation without his approval, okay? So stop it. 2 more minutes of this interview, and I'm done. You guys can catch it further on Instagram, okay? Woo, baby. She just pissed me off. Girl, shut the hell up. You're too old.
So for you empowered, independent boss sisters, you'll get tired of going to bed lonely, even when a man next to you, if you don't know how to treat him.
What you doing?
And you set no standards for yourself. That's why y'all have a problem with mine sitting next to me. I'm thankful that he's sitting next to me. I'm thankful that he says, you know what, mama, as long as I'm here, you ain't got to fight. As long as I'm here.
No, here she goes with these fake tears.
Black men out there, some of you, I'm ashamed of you. I'm embarrassed for you. Because when you put your mouth on a black woman and you start speaking ill of a black woman,
say it
you
again.
don't even know what you're talking about. I feel bad for the woman in your life.
And I think that's a perfect segue, Mama, into our brother DL Hughley, who I thought we extended an olive branch.
Here they go.
We had commentary in reference to when his daughter spoke out, the reason why we stopped and still offered to have a conversation with him to resolve the situation was not out of fear of his daughter doing something. It was out of love for you, DL, because it would be no different than the street we came up on. You might get in a fight with little Tony down the road, but you see Tony's mama coming down the street with them bags, you better go get them bags. I'm not tripping off of what happened between me and Tony. That's his mama. That's your daughter. So we weren't going at
Thank you, Connie.
We weren't even going to bring you up, but you went on, was it Jason Lee?
Yes.
You went on Jason Lee's show, and you wanted to share what?
That I am the cause of the rift between you and your daughter. DL Hughley, because you're too afraid to sit down with us, as we've said repeatedly, hey, brother, let's have a conversation, and let's do it publicly, because our community can really heal on how we can resolve this. But you keep running, and then you keep running your mouth. And after we spoke on you last time, it was like, okay, cool. But when I watched you sit there with Jason Lee and you said, Monique is the reason I have a rift with my daughter, you're the reason you have a rift with your daughter, DL. Stop trying to run away from the fact that you did not protect your baby. And let me be clear with you about something. I'm fighting for your daughter. Because I was that daughter too that had a daddy that did not protect me when I told him I was molested. So I know what that baby's sitting in, and I know what she's dealing with. And though she's a grown woman, I know the trauma that brings. And this ain't no shit that I brought to the table. You did it. What you posted. I'm getting so sick of you not taking accountability or responsibility for your words, brother. Never would I try to hurt your family, your wife, your daughter. That's not even in me.
Because she never said anything about them. She only spoke about you.
I spoke about you, but it shows too the lack of manhood that you have to try to put it off on your wife and your daughter. That's the lack of man. And then I'm getting sick of you making these comments about who's daddy's daddy. And with a gay man. I'm tired of that, DL, because here's the one question I would ask you, brother. When you say who's daddy's daddy, who the hell is the friend? What kind of relationship did you and this man have that you would not protect your daughter? Maybe that's why your daughter's having a problem with you, because the reality is setting in that you love a man and you don't want to inconvenience your relationship with this man. So when you get...
Was it a man?
I'm sorry. You're right, Daddy. He said his friend. So we don't know. And DL, see, you keep playing. Who's the friend? Say the name to make sure that friend doesn't do it to anybody else. Who's the friend? Or are you still so in love with this friend that you're going to protect the friend? See, I don't mess with nobody, y'all. That's not how I'm built. But when you keep putting your mouth on me and you keep running your mouth, I'm not the one that's going to back down, DL Hughley.
In addition, if you notice, Monique has not ever spoken in reference to anybody's business. When they asked her about Will and Jada on Tigger, what did she say? That ain't my business. When Kevin Hart back in the day was having his challenges, she said, that's my baby and I hope for the best for his wife and himself. That's none of my business. She only speaks about her truth. And when you got upset because she reposted what you posted in reference to you not protecting your daughter, consider re-looking at that interview that you had, I believe it was with Sweat.
Yes, sir.
Look at the disconnect. Look at the lack of remorse that you seem to have had when you did that. In addition to that, think about the years that have gone by where you made your living off of talking about people. From pastors wanting to put up $1 million to box you, to fight you, put you from the whoop-ass tribe, but you went deathly silent, to Angela Stanton approaching you in the airport, as I understand it, you wanted to get security. From the black women who were ridiculed on by Don Imus and called them nappy head and ugly.
Nappy head hoes.
Nappy head hoes.
Uh-oh.
And you went on Jay Leno and you said, well, I'm not saying they hoes, but their hair was short and nappy. Brother, you have a history of not protecting the black woman. And now it is embarrassing to you that she highlighted what you did in conjunction with the original problem being that she was on your platform, came to you after the young lady Jasmine played the game of would you rather your husband sleep with Lee Daniels with a condom on or Corinne Stephens with a condom off. And then she comes to you and it says, Brother DL, what we doing? And you say, that's just the way we do it. The problem is you can't be Malcolm X one day and then David Duke the next day. You can't be Medgar Evers one day and then you Strom Thurmond the next day. Either you're going to be for your community or you're not. So the truth, accountability, and trauma, and the reason why there's a level of ease, and I'll never say a bad word about you, I'm only sticking to the facts. The reason why people constantly talk about other people, because oftentimes there is an unaddressed trauma that you've experienced, DL, which may explain why you're sitting on a man's platform in the clear daylight with dark shades on. Maybe. But at the end of the day, you've had a history of not protecting the black woman, brother. And that's what she's addressing. So when she said, essentially, I feel sorry for your daughter, I feel sorry for your mother, your wife, do you not understand why? And there are other items that happened that took place. But how do you nicely speak about the infidelities? How do you nicely address those infidelities? And then your wife, as I understand it, finding out about a child that you had and that was lost. And once she found out about it, that child no longer existed. Now, some will say, oh, that's slow. That's the problem with our community. See, when people address you with the real, you got to come back and have a real conversation. This is not designed to be provocative. We're going to talk factually. We're going to talk reasonably. When you gave the community a bad bill of goods, when Monique produced a contract and you produced a memorandum of understanding. Come on, brother. What I would ask our community is look up what a memorandum of understanding is.
Hey, Cricket 22.
Why would Monique produce a contract that shows she was the headliner of a show, and this man would produce a memorandum of understanding?
Yeah.
And last point about you, brother DL. I heard you on Vlad. We heard you on Vlad say, I've done some horrible things in my life. But anybody knows me knows I'm a solid cat. Do you not understand the contradiction there? Horrible things in your life. Horrible. Not I may have made some mistakes in my life. I've done some horrible things in my life. This is what you said. But everybody that knows me knows I'm a solid cat. That is an oxymoron in the highest of order, good sir. So what happens is our community is so used to hearing and not listening that they're not paying attention to what it is that you're saying. Go ahead, Mama.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
All right, I had enough. We listened to them longer than I wanted to. But like I said, they hit below the belt. They told about his infidelity, and basically they was really like going for the gutter. I didn't realize that they talked about Blag in the middle in the beginning, so that's why it was so long. I kind of jumped on that live, and right when they started talking about DL, that's what I was interested in, but I didn't know at what point it started. So that's why it went that long. But they hit below the belt. They talked about his infidelity and how the child he supposedly had allegedly made a child. And once his wife found out about it, they're saying that the child disappeared. You never heard nothing about it. And he's basically saying, and Monique is saying, look, they're telling him, don't play this game if you don't want to play dirty because we can cancel your ass. Right? That's basically what they're saying in so many words. So I wanted you guys to hear it from their mouth first. If you catch the replay, you guys can skip it around. But we're moving on to our next topic, which is Tory Lanez. Child, Tory Lanez is trying to get out of that jail cell, honey. It's too much for him. Bro sweating, okay? Because I ain't never seen nobody that's already been sentenced already, been denied his appeal over and over again to keep trying. Now I understand. I don't know if he's guilty or not, honestly, guys, because it's a whole lot of different stories out there. But this guy is persistent on trying to clear his name, okay? And Tory Lanez ain't no angel, he ain't no saint. None of us are, right? But I feel like I just feel like it like when would it stop, right? And if somebody else witnessed this, as far as the driver, which you're trying to say now that the driver witnessed Kelsey trying to take the pow pow, then why didn't this come out early on, right? Why is it a thing now? Why is it just coming out now? I'm curious to know, right? um so Tory Lanez filed for an appeal against the 10-year sentence to Megan Thee Stallion Pow Pow case. It says the appeal is based on the driver's petition that he saw Tory trying to take the Pow Pow away from Kelsey. Okay, and they're worrying about they're saying that why is it why is Kelsey just now trying to do interviews, right? They're saying why isn't she concerned about the about what Tory Lynn is trying to put on her and this driver is trying to put on her, right? Shouldn't she be concerned? Shouldn't she be alarmed? Why isn't she worrying about these things? And I did hear her when she did her interview. She said that she wanted to get to a place of peace, and I'm paraphrasing, right? Kelsey said that she wanted to get to a place of peace, and she really had to really digest it to be able to accept it. And she didn't want to approach it when everything was all over the place. Okay, I can understand that technique because my house be off the chain, and people be looking at me like, "Girl, you ain't gonna do nothing." I only know how to operate once my mind settled down. So I can't break up a fight between the children. I can't get the dogs in order until my mind settled down. So while it looks chaotic to a lot of people, my body just don't operate in chaos, right? So I definitely understand that. Um, but people are wondering. I think it was academic. Academic. We're gonna listen to that. Wants to know why is Kelsey not concerned with what Tory Lynn is trying to put on her. Let's listen to it together, guys.
Like you did, nigga. Now he didn't.
Hold up.
He was kind of saying, "Yo, y'all got the wrong person locked up. The real person who did it, she over there." Like they pointing the elbow type shit. She seemed to have no problem with that. That's the weirdest part about it. This is why everybody think you got paid off. Because the only reason why you wouldn't have a problem with one group of people pointing the finger at you is if maybe you and them had an agreement. Like it's just weird to me. Weirdest thing about this whole thing with Kelsey, Kelsey, it ain't like we making this shit up. Tory's team is kind of throwing that out there. They're like, you did it, nigga. Now he didn't say that, but his team is kind of saying, yo, y'all
I'm replaying it, guys.
The real person who did it, she over there. Like they pointing the elbow type shit. She seemed to have no problem with that. That's the weirdest part about it. This is why everybody think you got paid off. Because the only reason why you wouldn't have a problem with one group of people pointing the finger at you is if maybe you and them had an agreement. Like it's just weird to me. The weirdest thing about this whole thing with Kelsey,
All right, so you guys heard Academic, which I think Academic need to shut up too because Academic got some other stuff going on. They saying they got a whole lot to say about Academic. So I too think that he needs to shut up. But he ain't shutting up right now, apparently. Okay, so I got questions. Y'all drop down in the chat and let me know what you guys think about him persistently and continuously trying to get out of jail, right? He says that he didn't do it, and now he got the driver coinciding with him saying that he didn't do it. What do you guys think, right? Is it, going to be a good look for him, or is that judge going to do the same thing he did the first time? Get the hell out my courtroom. Your A is going to do these 10 years no matter what. I don't care who you bring the hell in this courtroom or not and who saw what, but you're going to do these 10 years. So, like I said, he's now trying to say that the driver saw Tory trying to take the pow pow out of Kelsey's hand. And so he is, applying for this appeal again. We shall see how it's going to end. Let's move on. Let's move on to Mama Van. Mama Van is out here doing some amazing things. This is where Melody get it from. Driven, okay? I love it. Driven. And here's the thing. A lot of older people don't got nothing to do with their time. Miss Mama Van is with it, okay? Mama Van is like, who's going to stop me? All right? For any drought that I had, God is a restorer, okay? He's going to do it. So as you guys all know that Mama Van She sold, I think they said it was 60 acres of land. I mean, well, she sold it, right? 60 acres, they said it was. Um, let's see what the post say. I'm gonna pull it up. Um, section 6, Township North, Range 25 East, Alabama, GT Reality, Realty, sorry, GNT Realty LLC. It got the website. It says the listing price was 126,000. The acres, they said it was 60. Listen, it is sold. Okay, so she wins big. She says play with somebody else. I'm a big fish out here. Okay, that gives me, that's where Melody get it from. The driven ambition, right? The never taking no for an answer. Always trying new projects. I love it. Um, it could have been. That's cute. It could have been. I don't see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. That could have been. I don't know. It's not clear. I'm gonna be very honest with you. That's cute. I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's not clear whether she bought it or sold it. I'm just reading that it says sold. So I don't know if she was the buyer or the seller. It's not clear, but however, it's a win no matter what, right? So that's something we just gotta, stay up to date with. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to Tyler Perry, child. Tyler Perry. Whew, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry. Okay. Tyler Perry recently wanted to do an expansion on his studios. We're going to pull it up. Hold on one second. He wanted to do an expansion on his studio, and not no small expansion, okay? Not no one room, two room, all right? He did not want to do that, okay? It says Tyler Perry puts $800 million into a studio expansion. It's now on hold after seeing open AL Sura. Jobs are going to be lost. Okay. The actor, filmmaker, and studio owner is raising an alarm about the impact of a text saying, I feel like everybody in the industry is running 100 miles an hour to try and catch up, to try and put guardrails, right? It says over the past, and I'm not going to read this all. If you guys want to catch it, you guys can catch it over there on Hollywood Reporters. It says over the past 4 years, Tyler Perry had been planning a $800 million expansion of his studio in Atlanta, which would have added 12 sound stages to a 330-acre property. Now, however, the ambitions are on hold thanks to the rapid developments he's seeing in the realm of the artificial intelligence, including OpenAL's text-to-video model Sora, with debuted February 15, and Stun observes with, let me see, with his cinematic video outputs. Okay, being told that it can do all these things is one thing, but actually seeing the capabilities, it was mind blowing. He said in an interview with the Hollywood Reporter on Thursday, nothing that his production might not have to travel to locations or build sets with the assistance of the technology. Okay. So, as a business owner, Perry sees the opportunity in the developments, but as an employer, fellow actor and filmmaker, he also wants to raise the alarm in an interview between shoots. Thursday, Perry explained he's concerned about the technology impact of labor and why he wants the industry to come together to tackle AI. Sorry, there's got to be some sort of regulations in order to protect us. If not, I just don't see how we survive. Okay. Let's see if I need to read any more, but I think that's it. Um, it says, I have been watching AI very closely and watching the advertisement very closely. I was in the middle of and have been planning for the last 4 years about an $800 million expansion of the studio, which would have increased the back lot or tremendous size. We were adding 12 more sound stages. All of that is currently an identically on hold because of the SOAR and what I'm seeing. I had gotten word over the last year or so that this was coming, but I had no idea until I saw recently the demonstrations of what it is able to do. It's shocking to me. I no longer would have to travel to location. Okay, he says that if I wanted to be in the snow in Colorado, it's text. If I wanted to write a scene on the moon, it's text. And this AI can generate it like nothing. If I wanted to have two people in the living room in the mountains, I don't have to build a set in the mountains. I don't have to put a set on my lot. I can sit in the office and do this with a computer, which is shocking to me. Okay, so it looks like it makes me worry so much about all of the people in the business because as I was looking at it, I immediately stated or started thinking of everyone in the industry who would be affected by this, including actors and grip and electric and transportation and sound and editors. And looking at this, I'm thinking this will touch every corner of our industry. Okay, so $800 million he was gonna put into the studio. He was looking forward to not being or not having to incorporate different studios for different scenes. Okay, he wanted to just hit the button of the computer and it put him in the mountains if he wanted to be in the mountains. But because recently reports of the AI, he says hell to the no, 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 no. I gotta put this on hold. All right. I ain't trying to be broke. I ain't trying to go broke messing with this stuff. So he has indefinitely put the $800 million expansion on hold as of right now. We will stay tuned. We will stay in touch to see if it's, if it's going to go back um into what he wants, right? But 800 million is what it says, child. 800 million. I said, baby, can I be your computer? Okay, if you're gonna put that kind of money into something, can I be the computer? Just let me know. And I will be right there, okay? I'll be right there. All right, let's move on to let's see. Let's move on to Dwight Howard, child. Dwight, Mr. Dwight, Mr. Dwight. Why you out here being nasty, okay? I'm here for it though. So y'all know that the White has recently put a defamation lawsuit out on someone that said that him and Dwight had a relationship, and the White was not here for it. Okay, you guys know that people recently said that the man swings for the same team. Okay, and he said, "No, I did not swing for the same team. How you going to tell me what I did? I don't swing for the same team. And if you keep lying on my name, I'm going to slam you with a lawsuit." And that's what he did. Okay, Dwight Howard drops the defamation suit against trans woman who publicly accused him of being bi, okay, in 2018, right? So let's read a little bit of it. It says, looks like Dwight Howard has dropped his defamation lawsuit against Mason. If you can recall, the GAY rumor about Dwight went viral in 2018 after Mason, who is the trans woman, publicly accused Dwight of being involved in a romantic relationship and threatening her life amongst other things. Okay. Our sources says or tell us they believe that the lawsuit was dropped because the White was unable to prove that Mason's claims were lies. If you can recall, the White was sued by a man last year who made similar claims. The White admits in the new lawsuit that he did offer / engage in sexual activity with his new accuser. Okay, the sources also say that Mason say she's happy to somewhat have her name cleared after being called a liar since 2018. What are y'all thoughts? Okay. Thank you. Dunlap's Mama Van was the broker on that deal for the land. Someone else purchased it. Thank you. It wasn't clear, nor did I think of it the other way until someone asked me. Thanks for the update. Yeah, we all for updates. So what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that it was dropped because the White knew that this individual was not lying, or do you think it was dropped because he just was like, I don't feel like doing the court, I don't feel like going through the money, I don't feel like losing no more money? Like, what was it, right? That brought him to the point of let's just drop this defamation lawsuit. I'm gonna say allegedly, in my opinion, I believe that the reason why he dropped it because he know that he was getting stuff. Okay, that's all I'm gonna leave it at, and that's all I'm just saying. Okay, I think that he knew that he was getting sucked and poked and poked. Okay, move right along, move right along. All right. So let's talk about our last topic, which I believe is Apollo, baby. Apollo is out here playing dirty. Okay, Apollo ain't never been, ain't gonna be, ain't gonna go nowhere. Okay, but apparently, rumor has it that he is a payout. Okay, there you go. Rumor has it that he is back out here to his old games. Okay, um, girl. Let's talk about it. Okay, so at the ex Real Housewives of Atlanta star Apollo seemingly caught cheating on wife in a ring camera. Footage that shows him with another woman allegedly tells side chick we're going to have a baby, and leaked text messages. Okay, now you didn't know to turn the camera around. I'm lost. Okay, what's going on? Well, you didn't know to turn the camera off. Who ring camera was this? Okay, because I ain't condoning cheating, but usually, people would know to do these things. Okay, I remember I was. This is a little. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then, honey. I was hurt. Okay, I remember when the kid's dad had cheated on me. Right, I used to work at this nursing home. I was doing CNA at the time, and when he was cheating on me, it was this van that we got on because there was no bus that ran to this nursing home. And when he cheated, um, I didn't know. You go to work, you just do your thing, and you come home. So what happened was, everybody on the van talking, and this and that and the third. It was this girl on the van, very big boned but beautiful. You hear me? Not saying that big bone people can't be beautiful, so don't take that out of context. I'm just telling y'all the story. So she was this, very flashy. She was beautiful, and she was on the van, and she was talking about. And everybody knew their husband because he was my husband at the time. So she was talking about him and she's describing my house to a T. You hear me? And I'm thinking, damn, Lord, that stuff sounds familiar. Okay. And she was describing my house to the T. Now I'm thinking, man, let me let her just keep talking because she's not talking to me. She's talking to somebody else. That's why you gotta be careful who you talk about in public, right? So she's talking about my husband and how he got this big thing. And he gave her this and he gave her that. Now at the time, I only had two kids. I had my 21-year-old and I had my 20-year-old. So I'm thinking, where the hell was my kids at? While you was, letting this young lady in our house and boning her, okay? So long story short, it's funny now, but baby, when it happened, I was young and dumb, honey. I was breaking stuff. Okay, we're gonna leave it right there. So, so with that being said, I never said anything. I went home, I cooked dinner, I was a mother to the children, I was a wife to the husband, honey. I never said anything. I said, then tomorrow when I go to work, I'm gonna act like I went to work, but I'm not going to work. Okay, I'm gonna act a donkey out here. Okay. So I went to work. I usually go to work early in the morning. I act like I went to work, but I didn't go to work. But that young lady was off from work that day because I'm an investigator. I'm a PI. They might as well hire me, honey. So I went and I went back to the house. I put my key in the door, child, and the key did not work. They had the top lock on. Oh, I was hot. Oh, I wanted to fight. Whoever was moving, I wanted to fight. They had the top lock on. So I was like, open the door. Now I'm banging on the door. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Eventually, he had to open it, right? Because I wasn't leaving, and he knew I would have turned that place out, right? So I'm banging on the door, banging on the door, banging on the door, and I'm like, open the door, open the door. Now, my issue is not with her, right? Even though she's in my house, but she obviously did not know that we were married. And from her conversation on the van that morning, she didn't know that we was married, and she obviously did not know that he had a family. Because when I got through the door, all my pictures, like my family pictures of my children and me, were all gone. There was none. So he cleaned them up after I went to work. There was no pictures. There was no nothing, no type of trace of me. Okay. So this young lady had no way of knowing that he was married. Didn't have his wedding ring on. She said she go there every day when she off. So we had opposite schedules, right? So when I get through the door, I'm busting shit up. Cause what? Who did what? Right? I'm busting shit up. Oh man, I'm mad. I'm hot. But I say all that to say is, you see how my ex did the work to make sure that I didn't find out? I would have never known if I didn't hear this conversation, right? But what you've done in the dark will come to the light. So I would have never known if I didn't hear this conversation. So my point is, you didn't know to move the ring camera? Like, what was going on, okay? It's because he is GAY. Okay, Mama Bees, thank you. No ring cams in prison. Say it again, okay? So that was my point in sharing that story with y'all. Like, what was going on? Like, how you get caught red-handed like this? But let's talk about it. So it says that the footage shows him with another woman, allegedly tells the side chick, we're going to have a baby, and leaked text messages. It looks like karma has hit Apollo pretty hard this time around. Okay, it says in recent video evidence, former Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. We know all that. Tell us more. As last reported, Apollo privately tied the knot with his second wife. Okay, remember he got married October 2022. Was previously married to Phaedra. Remember, this is Phaedra ex-husband. Okay, and 2009. But he was divorced. Was finalized in 2016. The exes share two sons. Okay. It says that Apollo has been exposed for allegedly having a side chick. The rumors swirl after clips from the Ring camera surfaced on social media, which captured Apollo and unnamed woman together on a sofa. Another one caught the TV personality entering the home. See photos below, and I'll link this on my I'll show you guys this on my Instagram. Additionally, text messages from the mistress to him was revealed, and it says this is around New Year's Eve. Um, he's wishing them great things in 2024, and then it says we're going to have a baby. LOL. I can see the reaction on your face right now. I'm just busting out laughing. Okay, and then it says it appears that he even spent a bag on a Tom Ford perfume for this lady friend as well. And then it has like all these text messages. I don't know if I can blow it up, but it's between him and her. It says, I love you too, baby. I have an idea that I want to pitch to you for your future success. Okay, cool. When we see each other, we can talk. Happy New Year's. I love you and I miss you. You are awesome. I love you, and as it says, I love you and miss you well. As well. Happy New Year, my love. Things are going to be great 2024. Yes, they are. We are going to have a baby. LOL. Can you? I can see the reaction on your face right now. I'm just busting out laughing. It goes on to say, why would you keep it there? I'd rather you tell the truth and just say you lied. I didn't lie to you about a gift, shaking my head. It is a Tom Ford perfume, rose prick. Thank you. Let me know when you are coming. Can I head that way now? The person says yes. Driving, okay. 3 minutes away, okay. The door is open, safe, okay. Tomorrow for sure. I'm super tired, but if you want to come, you can. Okay, get rest. Okay, please be safe. I will. All is well. Woo, what happened to the messengers, honey? I was reading, flowing. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Let me blow it up again, okay? All is well. I'm headed to talk to Phaedra in regards to my children. Today has been hectic, but very productive at the same time. Is everything okay? I'm glad it was productive. I have to get my car serviced tomorrow. Are you able to pick me up? They said it'll take 4 hours. Where are you at? Woo, baby. So the text message has been exposed, honey, and him and this girl was in a relationship. Okay. Um, she did that on purpose. She wanted the wife to find out. Absolutely. That's the way it go, Mama Beast. And that's why you don't have side relationships. It only hurts the wife because the side chick don't give a damn. Okay. And I blame it on him again. Right? It's a him situation. It's never the female situation, even though they both willingly participated. It's a you listen, you make a choice whether you want to engage in cheating or not, right? So that's why I say it's a him situation, because if he loved his wife and cared about his wife that much, he wouldn't have introduced or included this woman into their relationship. So they definitely knew, she definitely knew what she was doing. But again, it goes back to him. Okay. And we are so proud of her for getting that cell. Absolutely. Absolutely, we are. Shout out to Mama Ban. Okay. I think I covered everything, guys. That is our afternoon shenanigans, honey. I'm going to try to do a live tonight. I'm going to post it at the very end, just so I don't have to cancel the live, depending on how I feel. But today we covered DL Hughley and Monique beef. We covered Tory Lanez. We covered Tyler Perry. We covered Apollo. We covered Dwight Howard, and we covered Mama Van. On hold or sold. Listen, I thank you for joining me, checkmates. You guys have been amazing. Hit the like button if you are still here. Share the live if you are still here. It's important that you do. I love your checkmates, and there's nothing you can do about it. Remember, Don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. Until next time, bye.